Hello everybody and welcome to That's Fighting Talk with me, your host, Dylan Jackson. So this is the first of hopefully many podcasts that I'm going to record. Just a brief introduction. I'm doing this in character as Dylan Jackson, the owner of Supreme MMA. We've had 3 shows now, and I feel we are building storylines. People are getting involved on Twitter. Hopefully that'll spill over to the forums. And yeah, generally I just want to have fun with this and see where it goes. I'm putting a lot of time in behind the scenes on coming up with new things for the website, actually recording the shows, editing the shows, and then uploading them and stuff like that. My laptop isn't the best, so it takes a lot of time to get the shows aired. So I'm going to jump right into it anyway, and I hope you enjoy the show. So welcome everybody, this is That's Fighting Talk with me, your host, Dylan Jackson. What a couple of months we've had. We've had 3 events, all have sold out, all have gone brilliant, and there's been a lot of surprise results. Great matches, some very great matches. Future stars have put on fight of the night performances, knockouts of the night, submissions of the night. We have it all. We have had it all. So I'm going to talk about the upcoming event, which is Supreme MMA 4. I'm sure it's 4, yeah. That has the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Khabilov versus Constrictor. Constrictor has been making everybody he steps in the ring with tap. He has improved his stand-up. Many thought he was just a grappler, but he has proven that he can actually fight on the feet as well. Khabilov, though, he very narrowly beat Levi Young. He was losing the fight all the way through, and just as it looked like Levi was going to finish him off, he came out of nowhere with an elbow and walked away with the win. He was injured, so he had to take some time out, which left the heavyweight division without a king. Levi has taken fights which he didn't need to take because he had the rematch clause in his contract, but he wanted to take the fights to prove that he was the baddest heavyweight in the world. Again, he has accepted a fight on the same night as Khabilov, and he's accepted a fight with Brutal Brock Aylas. This is a very dangerous fight for him. He knows it. I think deep down he knows it, despite his bravado on Twitter. I think he knows this is a dangerous fight for him. Aylas, he looked very dominant in his debut fight. Very strong, technical striker. A very big heavyweight as well. He's very large frame, thick set, and he's going to be a very hard fight for Young. But back to the main event there, with Khabilov versus Constrictor. Khabilov has proven that he can knock people out anytime, anywhere, and I don't doubt that Stanton Enterprises have brought in boxers, kickboxers at world level standard to spar with Bo Constrictor. They know how dangerous Khabilov is, and their game plan, I assume, will be take this fight to the floor and get the tap out as soon as you can. Any game plan where they're trying to stand and trade with Khabilov, I feel, will cost them this title. We haven't really seen much of Khabilov on the ground. He's very good at his sprawl and brawl type tactics. So it would be interesting to see what he is like against a very high level grappler. Is Constrictor the man to do it? I think he has every chance. He's battle proven. He's battle proven. Whoever he stepped in there with, he has made tap. And come the 16th of July, he has every chance of making Khabilov tap and becoming the world heavyweight champion. Khabilov has proved time and time again that he knocks dudes out. He touches you and you go out. It's going to be a very interesting night. It's the old cliche matchup, grappler versus striker, and it's definitely one to watch. And I don't advise putting any money on it because I have no idea which way this is going to go. I wouldn't like to throw money on this fight just because these are two high level athletes, and one split second can change the course of the fight. We also have on this fight card, Alvarez versus Wilkins. Now Alvarez is debuting on the card. We don't know much about her, but she seems willing. Let me get my words out. She seems ready, and when we offered the Wilkins fight, with Wilkins being battle proven and showing that she can improve her game in a matter of weeks, like in her last fight, we saw her wrestle a wrestler and dominate the wrestler. We thought she was just a striker, but no, she's got layers to her game and can take this fight anywhere and be dominant. Where Alvarez, we do not know much about her. At a high level, we don't know what she's like at a higher level. So that fight is definitely one to watch. Then we have Themis and Togo. Togo looked brilliant in his last fight, going up against Leon Young. The bookies had Leon Young to win this fight with no problems, but Togo had other plans, and he came out there with an excellent striking game. He was mixing up his kicks, he was mixing up his punches, and at the very end of the third round, very almost finished the fight. He requested to have an immediate fight after that one because I assume he just wants to build up his stock. He's willing to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, and requesting to be on this next card proves to me that if he wins, he should be next in line to fight for the middleweight championship. That's a no-brainer. If he wins against Themis, he gets the title shot at Matt Ford. Yeah, so that's on July the 16th. Supreme MMA 4. But I want to go back in time and talk about the other events, because I haven't had a chance to talk about them publicly yet. I'm proud of each and every fighter that has fought on the shows. You've made it possible for the company to grow like it has grown. I try and make pay as fair as possible. I don't want to take the bulk of the revenue what the fighters have earned. At the end of the day, they create the wealth. I'm here just setting up. It's my company. I've built the company, but I rely on the fighters to fight for the wealth to be created. So I try and distribute it as fairly as possible. And I'm thankful for that. That I get paid to watch these guys fight, and there's no better job in the world. But anyway, Supreme MMA 3, we saw Sonny Khan come back from adversity against a very, very talented striker, again from the Themis camp. Now, Sonny Khan is the real deal. You can't say anything other than that she is the real deal. That rear naked choke was something I was not expecting to see. I really was not expecting to see that. Honestly, I thought Themis was going to go through and potentially stop Khan, but Khan bit down on a gum shield, got the clinch, got the back, and then defended her bantamweight title. I know her granddad from Global would be proud to bits of her. I know there was a bit of animosity between Sonny and the rest of the family, but I know it would all be love there, and they'll be proud of what Sonny's doing. And she's carrying the family name. She's come to Supreme MMA, knowing who her family is. The fans know who the family is, and that's a lot of baggage to carry for a young fighter coming up through her career. She won her debut match and won the title straight away, and that's a lot of pressure on her already, plus the family pressure. And then she comes out and pulls off a victory like that. There's nothing but applause for Sonny Khan. Themis, she may not have won the fight, but she proved that she belongs in the top level of this sport. Her striking was world class. Her takedown defense was world class. Remember, Sonny couldn't take her down. She had to jump on her back and sink in the rear naked choke that way, but she couldn't take her down. And that just goes to show how good Themis actually is, and she is an all-rounder. I can't fault either of these women. Sorry about that. I can't fault either of these women. Then in that night as well, we had Leon Young versus Togo. I spoke about this earlier. Then Reggie Martin. Reggie Martin came from Global again. He represented that company. He retired. the team TW Combat reached out to us and asked if we was interested in Reggie, and I bit the hand off to get him here. Really, he's seasoned. He's fought in multiple companies. He's had a stint of bad luck in Global, but he's turned that around when he fought Rembrandt. Now Rembrandt, remember, he came from welterweight, moved up to middleweight, and he fought Matthew Ford. He didn't get the win. He was clearly undersized for the fight. He struggled to get up to the 185 limit, but in this fight against Martin, he was muscular. He put that weight on. He was a natural. I say natural. He was a 185er in that fight. He looked good. He rocked Martin several times, but Martin overcome that, took the fight to the ground and dominated on the ground. The third round, Rembrandt started to make a comeback and he was putting some pressure on Martin, but Martin stood his ground, fought back, and eventually picked up the win. The judges were a little harsh on Martin. I thought he had round 1 and 2 quite comfortably. He should have been unanimous all the way through. But yeah, both men put on a show, proved that they are world-class fighters. Both are world-class fighters. Rembrandt has finally settled into the 185 division. Martin has broken his losing streak and now is 1-0 under the Supreme banner. And I see nothing but good things in his future. Now I know that he's asked for a title fight against Matt Ford. I'm willing to give him one, but Togo also has claim to that number 1 contender spot, especially if he beats Themis on July the 16th. I don't think I could overlook Togo in favour of Martin if Togo wins. I don't think that's fair. But I'm not ruling the title shot out for Martin. I just have to see how things play out. I don't want to be giving people title shots just off one win when we've had people in the company fighting on several shows and not getting their title shot. I don't think that's fair. But do I listen to the fans and go that way, or do I listen to my heart and hold out? I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just have to wait until July 16th and then I can make my decisions then. But yeah, it's been great. It's really been great. I've been enjoying the shows. I've been enjoying watching people build up the shows. The interactions on Twitter make me laugh. Lee Wilkins makes me laugh every time she posts something. You gotta love that girl. Yeah, but overall, I think Supreme MMA has a bright future ahead of it, and all the stars what we have signed, they all have a bright future ahead of them. Win, lose, draw, they are displaying high level, world level skills, and I wish them nothing but the best. I really do. I wish nothing but the best for all of them. So yeah, this will be the end of this episode, I reckon. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to tune in on July the 16th. I'll see you there.